Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm so thankful that you decided to click on this video and spend a little bit of time with me today. If this is the first video that you have clicked on of mine, hi, my name is Kristen and I post all kinds of yarn and crochet content. So if you are into that kind of thing, I hope that you would consider subscribing and join our community. I think it is a really great one. So today I want to share with you what I entered into our local county fair and how I placed. So I've actually never entered anything in the county fair before. Actually, as a kid at school, I remember in middle school, I think, we had to like design a CD cover, and our teacher at the time entered our stuff into the fair. So, but with that exception, as an adult, and especially regarding crochet, I have never entered any crochet items in our fair before, in any fair, in the state fair or anything. Which reminds me, this is sad, but I had really planned to enter some stuff in our state fair, and I looked it up today because I was going to show you what I entered in the local fair and then show you what I was going to enter into our state fair because the categories are a little bit different. And I realized that I've missed the deadline to enter. So the deadline was July 17th. Our state fair doesn't start until like the 12th of August, I think. So it's really a bummer. I was really looking forward to entering some stuff, but I'll know for next year that I've got to do it earlier than you would think. So I am excited to show you what I entered. The ladies there at the crochet booth, seem to be very excited to see me enter, and I think probably because they don't get a lot of younger people that crochet because it's in our counties, it's very small, and the big categories are like Afghans and baby booties and baby blankets and stuff like that. So like they didn't even have a category for like toys or like amigurumi or anything like that. And so they just, I guess, were excited to see kind of a fresh face, a younger generation, entering some stuff. They asked me to definitely enter every year, which I'm definitely wanting to do. So there were only two categories this year that I entered in. I entered into a miscellaneous garment category and then a miscellaneous unlisted crochet item. So as I mentioned, there's table runner categories, baby booties, baby blankets, Afghans, shawls, things like that. So I didn't really have any of those things that I wanted to enter. So I decided to just go with these two. So I entered this cardigan. I'll show it to you better in just a moment. And then I entered the sunflower turtle right here as my like miscellaneous unmentioned item because as I said, they didn't have like a toy or amigurumi category. So this is a sunflower turtle and I placed second in that category. I'm not sure what placed first, so but there wasn't any other amigurumi there. It was something else. So I did place second and that was exciting. You know, it seemed like there was quite a bit of crochet stuff. There wasn't like a ton of it, but there was quite a bit. So I was happy to get second place on this. I think this little guy is just so cute. Turtles are just so much fun. I was debating on entering this or a little crochet popcorn. I'll go get it real quick. So the other item I debated entering is this popcorn. You could only enter one item per category, and so I decided to go with the turtle just because it's brighter. So I thought it would, you know, they have these like in a case. And so I wanted it to show up really well for people to see. This is showing up really well right now because my light is on it. But if it's just sitting in normal light, it's kind of harder to see. This is like a darker red, so it's kind of harder to see the face. I know the popcorn part is bright, but so I decided to go with the turtle just because I felt like it was a little more eye-catching, but I think I'm actually going to make this again in some parfait chunky to make it a little bit bigger and brighter and enter that next year for the fair. Okay, and then the cardigan, This is a pattern by MJ's Off the Hook Designs. I talk about her channel all the time. I will link it below. This is the Cabot Trail cardigan, I believe. And I used Sugar Will Cotton, a number 3 lightweight yarn for this cardigan. And I love it a lot. It's kind of color block style. It has a little slit on the sides just to give it a nice detail, a little extra shape. And then, yeah, you can see the sleeves are different colors. And this one, I won first place. So I was really, really happy about that. Actually, when I dropped this off, one of the judges was there. They get out-of-county judges to come in. And they were sitting kind of at the back watching people bring it in because they were going to judge right after everything was dropped off. And one of them mentioned that they loved the way that the colors played out on this cardigan, like the color block style. So that made me happy. So yeah, it's fun. It's exciting. I'm very thankful to have won first place on something the first time that I enter it into the fair. Again, our fair, our town, our county is fairly small. And so, you know, it's not like a state fair or anything where there's just hundreds of items being entered. But still, it's exciting to win any ribbon. And just the experience of doing something new and putting yourself out there, that's fun as well, to just do something new like that with something you love. So yeah, I'm very happy, very excited to have placed in our local fair. So I did notice the knitting category at our fair was very slim. There just really wasn't much entered in knitting at all. So I guess most people in our area are more into crochet. And so the people that ran the crochet booth, you know, they mentioned we really need knitters. So that's kind of made me want to, I've been wanting to learn to knit for years, for a long time, and I've just never taken the time to do it. So who knows, maybe one day I'll learn to knit and enter some knitting into the fair. So yeah, I'm really sad that I'm not going to be able to enter anything into the state fair. We go to the state fair every year, and I just love to go through, and my favorite thing to do is look through all the exhibits of things that people have made. I love to look at all the beautiful cakes people have made, and all the crochet stuff, of course. They have a category for like miniature houses. That's one of my favorite things to look at. So it would have been cool to walk through and see some of my stuff there at the state fair, but there's always next year, Lord willing. So that'll just give me more time to work on some stuff. Oh, real quick, I wanted to show you in the latest edition of Crochet World magazine, there is a table runner that I am debating making for next year's local fair, because our county is a farming community. There's a lot of farmers in this county, and there used to be even more than there are now. Now that a couple bigger businesses have come in, it's kind of wiped out some of the farmland, unfortunately. But it's still very much thriving in our area. And so this table runner has like a farm scene on it. So I'm going to go grab that magazine so I can show you that, because I think that would be perfect to enter for the table runner category. Okay, so this is called Fall on the Farm Runner, and it is by Joyce Geisler. It's a filet crochet pattern. It says, practice filet crochet with this fun fall runner that brings up memories of visiting a favorite fall festival farm. So I think that this would just be great for entering in the fair. So there is that. So I know that you're supposed to use like thread usually. It says, yeah, a cotton thread, lace. So don't really want to work with lace. I might just make this a bigger table runner and use a bigger yarn. We'll see. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed seeing what I entered into the fair. It was a fun experience, and I'm glad I did it. So the verses I want to read to you today is out of 1 John chapter 4, and the little heading is called Test the Spirits. It says, Beloved, do not believe every spirit, but test the spirits to see whether they are from God, for many false prophets have gone out into the world. So in my study Bible, I wanted to read the note to you. It says, Christian faith is not spiritual gullibility. Test the spirits. The unseen spiritual influences that guide people's speech and actions can be tested by observing their doctrine and conduct, as well as by the gift of spiritual discernment. False prophets are people who claim to speak for God, but are actually speaking by demonic influence. In today's age of tolerance, discriminating discernment can be viewed as being judgmental. Yet Jesus also taught, do not judge by appearances, but judge with right judgment. So this is just a great reminder for us, I think, especially in the time that we're living in. It's not everybody that preaches Christianity is preaching truth. So we always have to make sure that we're praying for God to give us discernment, and that we're reading the word for ourselves, and that we're listening to trusted people who are rightly dividing God's word as best as they can. Nobody's perfect, we're all human, but there are some major things that just can't be distorted when it comes to God's word. So anyway, I really hope that you enjoyed this video. I would love to know if you've entered anything this year into your fair. Leave me a comment. I love to talk with you guys. And I pray that you have an amazing rest of your week. I pray that God blesses you, and I'll see you super soon in the next one. Bye!